Jackson Radio Show.
What's up, everybody? Kevin Jackson here. It's the Kevin Jackson Show. I'm going to tell you, I can call it. I know what's going on. I don't know what it is. It's a gift from God himself. But I can call these things. And I told you guys that there was this cabal around using the word crap hole. They use a different word on TV. Something can tell you, I haven't heard people use that expletive at all on TV so much. It was crazy to hear. And so I said to you guys, you got to be careful at what's being said. And number one, can you really trust that Trump said that? And I said, I hoped he did. I said, I don't think he did, but I hoped he did. I said, because Donald Trump has a way of bringing things to the fore in a very clever way. Some might say unwittingly, but I don't think it's as unwittingly as people believe. But in a good way, he brings things to the fore that need to be discussed. And the idea of America helping, these crap hole countries that don't do anything for us, and we're supposed to be absorbing their citizens when we're giving them money to help build their infrastructure and their economies, makes no sense. Donald Trump saying, look, let's go over there and get these guys help. We can't be why are we displacing all these people around the world? It makes no sense. Let's go help them. And as opposed to what the Clintons did. But here's what I'm saying. So I hoped he said it. But I said, I don't think he did. I think he may have alluded to it. I've called them third world armpits. You've probably called them that, maybe worse. I don't even care what you call them. It fits. I've been there. I've seen it. You wouldn't want a vacation. You wouldn't want to live there. Most of these places I've gone, I've gone mostly on business, but there's no way you want to get outside of your hotel area or whatever. Are you kidding? Now, not only is it dangerous, it's not even fun community-wise. You might gallivant, go to Cancun and go out among the indigenous and buy a couple of shots, go negotiate on a zarape or something. But in these countries, man, Angola. I went out amongst the indigenous in Angola. You see poverty beyond belief, counterfeit money. It's almost a joke. We made it a point to get some just so we could bring it back for fun. Counterfeit $20 bills, big time. And you get amongst the indigenous, and it's okay for a minute, but then you start seeing the despair, and I'm telling you, it's depressing. You feel like a cadaver dog that just keeps finding dead bodies. Finally, you're like, man, can somebody else do this? Do it today. I don't feel like going in. But here's the deal about this crap hole, the comment. This is an article. It says, in the contest for the most offended news network after President Trump's reported referring to black nations as crap holes, crap hole countries, CNN wins hands down. Newsbusters, they combed through the CNN transcripts on Nexus for the word crap hole over a 24-hour period on January the 12th, the first full day after the controversial report, and found CNN staffers and guests uncork profanity 195 times in one day. It doesn't count Saturday, Sunday, and Monday because they said it could be over 1,000. Now, here's why I'm telling you this. I believe this was an orchestrated thing among the media. Once in the Democrats, once Dick Durbin said, man, he referred to those bunch of crap hole countries, which he probably didn't say. He said something, like, why are we helping these, whatever, armpit nations? Then Dick Durbin makes the word up. Somebody hears it, a Democrat strategist, I'm telling you how it works. A Democrat strategist went, okay, let's latch onto the word and push it out. And then they said, we'll make Donald Trump own this word. And thus, because I'm telling you, I'll ask you this. When have you heard a group of people, a group of so-called journalists, actually say a word like when Joe Biden said it was a big effing deal? That's the way they put it. They didn't go around talking about it's a big, and use the word. When Obama said it was he said it was a S. He described Libya as an S show, okay, a crap show. You didn't hear a single journalist actually say those words. Not one. But Donald Trump supposedly uses the word crap hole, and 195 times CNN alone said the word crap hole with the actual word. Fox not one time said it, told guests not to say it. ABC, CBS, PBS NewsHour, also zero. NBS Nightline did it once. And here's the deal. FCC obscenity regulations apply only to broadcast TV, so that's why you could, on the cable networks, they could just blast it out there. Because everybody's wondering, aren't there some FCC guidelines? No, not for them. NBC's primetime news, the only ones in Nexus, use 14 crap words from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. on Friday. And some were much more aggressive the following day. Don Lemon, I told you guys, 33 times he said it, 22 in the 10 p.m. hour and another 11 in the 11 o'clock hour. Yeah. So I'm telling you, these types of things are orchestrated. That's the point of this. When the left believes that they've latched onto something, and of course, Don Lemon made it racist against blacks, and his whole thing was that Donald Trump's a racist. Donald Trump's a racist. So and then what's his name? Anderson Cooper made it racist against Haitians, which of course is still, and by extension, blacks. And then he turned it into a relief effort of the earthquake. So he did that. And then, of course, the firestorm of racism continues. Donald Trump's a racist. Donald Trump's a racist. And so then they decided that this is when Maxine Waters and all the congressional black circus clowns get involved and go, we're not going to his State of the Union because he's a racist. And he's a racist up in here. And I ain't about to listen to him because he's a racist. And Donald Trump is unfit to be president of the United States because he's a racist. And racist. Ha! I feel good, James Brown. So you can see how it all ties together back to what? A losing narrative. A losing narrative. And let me tell you why it's a losing narrative. Because the worst news that could possibly come to the Democrats came recently. You guys probably aren't aware of this, but Donald Trump is actually getting more popular with black folks. I said it. He's getting more popular with black folks. Donald Trump's popularity has doubled among blacks. This is with the cries of racism. And let me tell you, when we come back, because we're going to have to take a break here in a second. But the problem is the left, with everything that they tried to concoct about Donald Trump, they've actually made him, well, I'm not going to say they did. Donald Trump has made himself more popular among blacks. He didn't play the saxophone. He didn't soil some intern's dress. He didn't do the things that Bill Clinton did to say, yeah, I'm black. Yeah, I mess around. I play the saxophone. No, he's doing it with his policies, and black people are getting it. And this is not good news. In fact, I'm going to tell you, it's horrible news for the left. They're not going to report it, but we'll talk about it here because that's what we do. The Kevin Jackson Show, KJRadio.com. We'll be back in just a bit.
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.